The United Methodist Seminar Program offers a unique educational process, one that is really a gem in our denominations and traditions. I believe that we're the only church that's really made a commitment to offering, for the past 45 years, an experiential public policy program of this kind. It's unique.
I realized that there were a lot of issues that we could help with and that we did have a voice.
I think that anything that is enlightening, that makes you think, is of value.
My name is Francine Triplett, and I'm with the National Coalition for the Homeless. And I talk to high school, graduate school, college students about my homelessness and my experience of living on the streets. I was abused for 13 years, and it was a rough 13 years.
This generation is the first generation that can really see it into extreme poverty.
What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear the term Arab? Well, what is Allah? Allah is the Muslim God. Well, not necessarily. I mean, Allah is just the Arabic word for God. Arab Christians still say Allah.
Are we keeping watch? Right? Are we being conscious of what's happening to our brothers and sisters around us?
The value of the United Methodist Seminar Program can be found in the people themselves. The young people, the adults, the college students who participate. One of the ways I describe the United Methodist Seminar Program is it's an opportunity to be on retreat. Those who are seminar designers have a real opportunity to spend some significant quality time posing questions and reflecting back multiple answers from the participants, something that doesn't necessarily happen on a Sunday or even in a youth group experience or an adult education class in a local church.
Oh, I mean, from the variety of groups too. Had an adult group that I met with that was from South Carolina who came and really were amazed at, for example, dealing with issues of children, at the issues impacting children in this country, and were shocked and shared with them data from their own state, and that prompted them to be engaged and do a March for Children at their state capitol. It was taking the issue that's a national piece, making it very centralized and on a state level, and then acting. And that I met with them in November, and that following June they had a march on the Capitol for issues impacting children.
One of the things I love is that groups, when they come, they identify the issue that they want to focus on. So it's not me saying, oh, I think you should care about hunger and homelessness, or I think you should care about immigration, whatever it is, but it is something that relates to them and their home community.
The most powerful experience this time around was definitely talking to the immigrant workers. It gave you a chance to interact with it and put a face to all the stories and all the statistics that you hear.
He was telling them that you went to the senator to speak about immigration issues, and he was asking everybody, do you think they went and said something bad about us? No. He said, everybody said no. And they, ¿cuál fue lo último que dijo? ¿Ellos creen en qué?
Ellos creen en un mundo mejor.
Oh, you guys believe in a better world.
Ellos creen que todos somos iguales delante de Dios.
Everybody is the same before the eyes of the Lord.
I have seen young people, college students, which is always a great group you want to engage, just become really empowered to go back to their campus and do a campus chapter, perhaps on Children's Sabbath, or just the awareness of it. And it's that combination. I mean, Simone Weil says that love's first step is attention. So there is that awareness of it, and then there's positive steps to engage in action.
The thing that made the seminar special for me was hearing the reflections from the youth after that experience. They weren't used to inner city neighborhoods at all. But as they were leaving, to get back on the metro afterwards, they were waving at people out on their stoops, and they felt totally safe.
Even though yesterday they kind of told us about their situation, and it was amazing to hear their situation, but to actually see their situation.
This morning was it was incredible. It really, I think for us, it put a face to the problem of immigration.
One of the things I appreciate a lot about it as well is that as we talk about the issues, we're not talking about fixing other people, but we really start looking inward with respect to our faith and with respect to our own understanding of the issues and how we relate to the world. We really encourage folks to meet with their congressional members so that they have some opportunity and action to cross the threshold that I think seems to be pretty daunting for a lot of folks. so that again, there's a sense that they are empowered as citizens, as people of faith, to speak to principalities and powers.